Hello friends, good morning, good evening, good night. I do not know at what time you guys are watching this video. Today we're watching The Ring. It is season 1, episode 16. And The Ring, I have to say, the first thing it reminds me of is the Ring of Amora. It reminds me of that because I feel like that ring seemed like it had such a huge storyline and I was expecting it to pay off. I thought this was like a whole thing that they were going into and that they would never be able to come back from. Maybe it has something to do with the ring coming back. That could be interesting. Or maybe it has to do with a wedding. We already saw Cordy get pregnant this season, so maybe she's gonna get married too. Surprise, it's to me. I can't decide if I think the ring has something to do with like a mystical proposal or if it has something to do with a mystical ring. But I feel like it's gotta go in either one of those ways. That I am like fairly confident in. So yeah, I think we should head into the episode. I don't think there's too much else that I have to say. So I hope you all enjoy and let's do it.
Demons, demons, demons. Wow, they put a lot of thought into that title.
It's a demon database. What would you call it?
I don't know. How about Demon Database?
Ah, a name rife with single entendre.
Why isn't Wolfram and Hart in here?
Because they're lawyers, not demons.
Fine line, you ask me.
You have a reputation for handling unusual problems.
A richly deserved reputation.
This poor guy.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass out.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, it's just
Is he Wolfram and Hart? Please tell me you're Wolfram
my
and
brother,
Hart.
Jack. I found this in my mailbox today.
The ring. Oh! That's not a ring.
Who did this? Well, that's why I came to you.
And I have to pause. Oh, Kate. Oh, I forgot about Kate. Oh shit, that's true. I don't want to watch this episode anymore. I just remembered how the last episode ended. I guess I had sort of slipped my mind, but that episode was actually amazing. I don't want to see the aftermath of Kate having to deal with her father's death. I don't have it in me. I don't want to see it. I can't. But at the same time, I'm gonna be pissed off if they don't show it to us because I feel like, it's okay. I just want to not watch this episode right now. Now I'm a little bit stressed.
I felt guilty, so I went over there, and there were these, I don't know, creatures. They were dragging him away. I tried to stop them, but
And you haven't heard from anyone?
no. I'll pay anything to get him back. He's family. He's my little brother.
His brother will make good on all his debts.
Ooh, out of my hands, Hotshot. It's not about the money anymore. It's about making Jack an example.
Piece by piece.
Makes an impression on the newcomers.
Where is he, Ernie?
They didn't tell me. I didn't ask.
There's a place,
I'm sorry, that was...
Beechwood Canyon.
I don't think that was meant to be this funny.
You know, by the time you get done entering all this into your fancy schmancy database, I could have located
Got
it
it.
just...
That's so cool.
A howler demon.
Yikes.
Sounds fun. Found him. Is that... Oh, no.
You quick.
That's the Wolfram and Hart lady, is she? I think I've seen her.
No problem.
Wait. Do I know her? I think I know her. Please don't kill him. He's not gonna do it. Okay. Misread that.
Winner, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Cribb is the Titan of Terror, the Avatar of Agony, the one, the only Val.
You made it. Most don't.
Careful with this one, Jack.
Oh,
Should have
fuck.
seen what he did to the howlers. Ouch.
You set me up.
Oh my god.
Open up. Let's get a look at those teeth. Teeth tell a lot about the bones.
Yes, Angel. Hello?
Told you to be careful, Jack.
Let's not do that.
So, this one's got some attitude. He'll be a crowd pleaser.
Why are they doing this?
Because there's only one way out of here. When that band comes off. And the only way that band comes off is after your 21st kill.
21?
I'm not killing anyone.
And you'll be killed. Either way, fans will get their money's worth.
The bookie who make it his jollies cutting off people's extremities?
That's why I'm taking this. Along with a few other things.
Cordy should go with him.
You open your mouth again, I'll close it for good.
Oh, it's...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Angel? Guess how many vampires I've killed?
Angel, I know you're right, but shut the fuck up, bro.
No! No!
He disintegrates, like that bracelet, like that's powerful shit.
You should understand that the man I work for means a great deal to me, and I will not give you a single red cent. What I will do, sir, is beat it out of you if I have to.
You're from
Let's
another
do it.
country, right? What are you, Robin Hood?
Please drop those.
That was so good. What? Okay. Okay, Wes, hurry the fuck up, because otherwise Angel's gonna have to kill somebody. And oh, fuck me life.
He's a highly skilled fighter with a taste for blood. Let's welcome Angel!
Madam, I'm Detective Andrews. This is Detective Yelsu. Show him your badge. And write down their license plate number 439er, Peter Charlie Edward.
What are you doing? Why are you writing down?
If you could just calm down and give us your name.
Did he actually do it?
This marks the first of what promises to be many more kills by the vampire, Angel!
I don't like that. I really don't like that. I just saw Angelus there for a second, and I don't fuck with that shit. I can't. This is not good.
Look, we can fight them, but only if we stop fighting each other.
Now.
I'm giving you another way out. I'll kill him quick.
I might be able to make one myself. If I could get my hands on one of those cuffs, which isn't going to be easy.
Oh,
unless
yeah.
you happen to procure one while I wasn't looking. Well done.
Thank you.
Why put off till tomorrow what you can do today?
Any closer and you'll be working for dead man. I'll give you enough beer to tell me how to get this off.
We both know there's only one way to let this play out. So let's just get it done. He's your brother.
Now he's my dead brother.
How do you feel?
Like I was hit by lightning after the truck ran me over.
I'm Lila Morgan.
Yes,
You're a
Lila.
Frank fan.
That, no.
And a lawyer.
Yes.
Let me guess.
Oh, it's her, it's
Wolfram
her.
Bard.
I'm an associate here. I took some arm twisting, but I convinced McNamara to sell your contract to the partners. I told him that keeping you around would be more trouble than it was worth. Congratulations, you're free.
This is
As
gonna
long
be
as you pretend it
horrible.
never happened.
There's not one reason why we can't work together.
Oh, there's...
There are about 1,000.
I saw what you did to Baker.
You're close,
so
ma'am.
I know you want to survive. This is your only chance. Take it.
Thanks for the champagne.
This unlocks the cuffs. Help me save Angel, and I'll get you out. All of you. If we band together... What are you... Give that back! Hey!
Oh, fuck. Now what? Now fucking what?
Call them all.
Screw you.
Oh, damn!
Wesley came up with the key.
But Cordelia came up with the key to the key in a clinch moment.
You both did great. And I think we did a good thing here tonight.
Yes.
Let's try and talk a little bit about this episode. I do want to start discussing the story because I think the twists were absolutely great. These relationships in the Buffyverse are so special that I feel like any of them, even not being blood related, like they're not brothers, but I feel like they would all literally die for each other. They have a dynamic in between them that they would all be willing to sacrifice their lives for each other, and like they would never actually kill each other. You know, I just feel like it's such a contrast as to what I'm used to and what I would have expected, because I thought the one thing I could count on in regards to this guy was that he had a relationship with his brother. And I guess even that was a lie. So this guy fooled me like so hard that I'm actually offended. And the whole fighting plot was interesting. It's not my favorite just because I am not into fighting. This episode definitely did have quite a couple of fight scenes, which I think was necessary given the plot of the episode. It's a little bit too much violence for my taste. But I definitely feel like this is actually a story, and I was trying to think what other shows have I sort of seen this on. I think Supergirl did an episode similar to this. I think Lost Girl did an episode similar to this. I definitely saw like this style of episode being replicated in the future, and I was like, this is interesting. It's good to see, like, I feel like whenever I see episodes that remind me of other episodes, it always makes me feel like this is why Buffy's so great. And Angel. Whenever I say Buffy, I think I mean both shows. They're so groundbreaking. There were definitely some amazing parts, such as Wolfram and Hart talk. What? Yes, we have to talk about that. When I saw her, she sparked something inside of me. I felt like I had seen her face. I felt like she could be that lady, which I sort of remember from the future seasons of Angel. And I think she is, because I do think the lady's name was Layla or Lila or something along those lines. So I do think it's her, which is very exciting because this means they're setting her up in season 1. This feels like the beginning of the intertwining of the Wolfram and Hart stories into Angel. And I feel like that's going to be so interesting because I have been waiting for them to approach Angel because they've clearly been sort of stalking him and shown some interest and stuff like that. And I was wondering how the approach was going to go. I assumed it was going to go more in like the kidnapping style, but paying for him also sounds valid. Wolfram and Hart style kind of way to get a hold of him. And I was so shocked that he like walked away from that. He was like, thank you, but no thank you. I was like, really? Because number one, I feel like if the only condition, well, I guess the condition would be that he'd have to work for them too. But for me, I was like, sure, you tell them that you're not going to do anything about the other fighters, and then you go ahead and you do it because now you're free. I feel like there was nothing binding him at that moment except for words, and the fact that he chose to go back is interesting because that means he gives a lot of value to his word and he wouldn't want to go back upon it and those kind of things, which is interesting that he would hold that standard even for bad people. I feel like his morals were very strong this episode. Angel was like in a moral high ground that Jesus Christ, yes, maybe that only Jesus could accomplish, because he mentioned what was it, like Moses and Buddha and stuff like that. Like, yes, he was definitely taking a stance, which I thought was interesting, but also scared me a lot because he was so adamant about saying that he didn't want to kill people that when he killed that guy and he had his angel, you know, vampire face on, and I looked at that, it did not bring back good feelings. Seeing his vampire face reminds me of Angelus in that scene, especially after he just killed someone. I don't want to say that it reminds me of Jenny, but it reminds me of Jenny. So it was not super great because I was scared that this was potentially going to lead to a spiral. Because I feel like Angel, of course, we know he's a good guy. We know he has a soul. But in some moments, I do worry if there's something that could ever make him snap. I'm always scared Angelus is going to come back. And I'm always scared that something could spark something inside of him that can, for some reason, grow to something bigger. And so seeing him after that first kill genuinely freaked me out because I wasn't sure if maybe he was like not gonna feel bad about it or something. But it seems like we're good. He still kept like his extreme big moral high ground that I was talking about. All the other demons had sort of seemed to give up and like they didn't want to fight, but I like that Angel still has that fighting spirit inside of him where he knows that he should always try. Because I feel like that's a good characteristic, and I feel like that really just does describe Angel a lot. Because Angel is always trying, you know, to look for the best in people, to be the best version of himself that he can be. So that's like a good message for Angel. And other than Angel, we talked so much about Cordy and Wes this episode in ways that I thought were just incredible. First of all, the Demon database is absolutely incredible. And I want to use it to be able to track some demons because that shit sounds so awesome. Obviously, we still need to be able to have Wes search things like on a book. And, you know, I think the translations he was doing those manually. I think it's still important to keep that aspect of things because I think that's very descriptive of who Wes is. But I think being able to have a database is very good for them because I think that helps put Cordelia into the story, potentially Kate, because I know Kate could kill it in that database and stuff like that. I think it brings a new way of technology into the story that I find to be very interesting and very useful because the idea of a demon database in the internet sounds absolutely genius if you ask me. And just Cordy and Wes's banter this episode was hilarious. You know, they worked so well together, pretending to be detectives. Like the undercover job was amazing. The trying to figure out how to open the bracelets, all of it. Like they worked as an unstoppable duo, and I thought that was fucking amazing. There was definitely also something very interesting about both Wes and Angel trying to protect the underdog this episode. I think it's so sweet to see their hearts and what they care for, and the fact that they're always trying to defend people who can't defend themselves because that's like their whole thing. So it's good to see them, you know, be in powerful positions where they can actually help people. I really dig that. I thought it was a great episode for character development in all accounts. I think Cordy and Wes definitely grew in having to learn how they're able to save Angel. I was so surprised that we didn't see Kate though, because the last episode was like simply the most important episode for Kate in like the entirety of the show pretty much, and something absolutely life-changing has happened to her and we don't get to be a part of it. We don't get to see it. That's disappointing. Not talking about it makes it feel like it was not that big of a moment, and I really think it was, and I think it's important for us to be able to talk to Kate about this grief rather than just letting time pass without us seeing so that we don't have to be a part of it. I feel like that takes away some of like the strength of it, because I think Buffy and Angel are such good shows to talk about emotions and feelings and stuff like that, and I think they have such a precious opportunity to talk about a real loss. And I was kind of hoping that they would explore it. Another thing that I feel like is worth mentioning in this episode is that I think they set up such an interesting villain with those sewer demon prison monsters. The ones who looked like they just left The Handmaid's Tale, just because they actually seem to fight so well. And their sort of shrieking was incredibly, like, concerning. Not concerning, just it did not agree with me as a human being. It made me, you know, but I thought they just fought so well that I honestly want us to be able to talk about these demons a little bit more. Because I think it was so fun at the amount of different demons that we met this episode. Obviously, I know we had seen a few demons here and there, and we know that they're like a bunch of different species, to put it that way. And I think this episode really presented us to a bunch of new ones. And I think something that also really overall stuck with me and the vibe of this episode is that I did not know how it was going to end. I didn't know how many people he was going to have to kill. I didn't know if he was going to be able to get out of this alone. I didn't know if he was going to be able to convince the other monsters to help him out. I didn't know if Cordy and Wes were going to save him. You know, like, there were a lot of different options of things that were happening, and I think that always enriches the story because I genuinely did not know how far they would push it. I didn't know if they were going to try and make Angel keep trying to kill people. Like, I was worried because it was sort of a little bit out of his control, and I feel like that feeling of frustration can really hit you hard. I feel like I should make some predictions for the rest of the season regarding Wolfram and Hart. Maybe in the end of the season, there's going to be some sort of twist regarding Wolfram and Hart. I don't know if Angel's gonna have to join them, if Angel's gonna need something from them. Like, you know, Lila Layla, still don't know your name. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I still think they're gonna bring her back sometime before the season ends, but I do think that we're gonna take a few episodes off. Like, I think maybe they're saving all of this for the finale, which could potentially be a Wolfram and Hart centric episode that sort of describes what is going to be happening in season 2. The name of the next episode is Eternity. See, this reminds me of like the Ring of Amora thing again for some freaking reason. I think I'm really hung up on that. Oh, actually, this could be a really good episode for us to be talking about Kate's grief and the idea that she finally understands that unfortunately life is not eternal as it might seem before a big major loss. And so it would make sense if we were to talk about that as the double entendre of the title, but obviously the title has to talk about something else. Makes me feel like we're going to talk about vampires. Maybe there's a vampire clan, maybe there's one specific vampire that like is concerning him. Maybe Spike is back. We're gonna have to keep watching to find out. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you then, and big hugs.